Welcome, everybody. This is docket 3270WR125, the application of Madison Gas and Electric Company for authority to adjust electric and natural gas rates. This is Michael Newmark, the Administrative Law Judge for the PSC. We're here to take public comments today. We have sessions at both at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m., both live in the Commission's hearing room and also through Zoom. We're also webcasting the hearing through YouTube, so you can catch the live webcast as well as a recording of the hearing after we're done. We're here to take public comments today, and we'll be doing that shortly, but we're also taking public comments in writing. We have quite a few comments on file so far, but I'm just showing on screen the process for filing a public comment. Those are due Tuesday, September 26th, either through the Commission's website or by U.S. mail. Like I said, many comments have been filed already, but today we'll be taking public comments live. We're also receiving testimony from the Commission staff and parties in the case on September 19th at 10 a.m. and that'll be strictly on Zoom. So participants will be joining us through Zoom. The public's welcome to join us either through Zoom or to connect or just observe through the live stream. I'm going to turn off the screen share now and go off the record. Okay. We'll just stay off the record for a minute. So just some preliminary matters here. I just wanted to let people know, for those who've just joined us, we have, it looks like a few people who may be attending through Zoom to make a comment. We have about 3 people lined up in the hearing room to make a comment. So we're going to take those people first. So sit tight if you're on Zoom. And try to make this a little clearer for the people in the audience displaying the Zoom stream here. I think that'll work. All right. So just some ground rules. We can be off the record for now. So we're going to take your comment. I'll try to get through this quickly because there's not a lot of people here right now. But basically, we just want to hear what you have to say about the case for people who aren't parties and get their chance to do that during the party hearing session. Your comment will be transcribed by our court reporter, put into the record in the case, which will be reviewed by our 3 commissioners. Today, we do have Commissioner Huebner in attendance, and we have, I believe, Commissioner Bach may be connected through Zoom. But commissioners will get the official transcript and be able to review your comments through that official means. Basic ground rules will be just, I'll call your name from your appearance slip. So if you do wish to speak, you want to fill out one of these forms and check the speak now box, or you can sing speak now. It's up to you. I'll call your name, come up to the witness stand, I'll swear you in, and just have you give us your comment. So whatever your opinion is on the case, we'll take it. Just speak slowly and clearly so the court reporter can transcribe what you say. So that's the basic ground rules. And like I said, we'll take the in-person people first. Sorry to do that to the Zoom people, but we may switch that back and forth depending on how things go. So, all right, let's start first with Richard McGregory. Right in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, great, thanks. All right, go ahead.
I'd like to first start with some of the outcomes that I'd like to see. The Wisconsin Public Service Commission.
Just let me interrupt a second. Can everybody hear him? No? Okay.
Okay.
Just
I can go loud.
yeah, okay, great. That would be good. And if you move the mic a little closer, that way. Okay. You want to start from the top?
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, keep going.
The Wisconsin Public Service Commission should, consistent with other state regulatory decisions, defined an affordable total home energy bill as a bill burden that does not exceed 6% of income. The Wisconsin PSC should also consider how unaffordable this rate increase will be for low-income folks when deliberating on the revenue requirement, looking at the rate of return and rate design issues in this rate proceeding. The Wisconsin PSC should require MGE to adopt 3 programs: a percentage of income payment program, an arrearage management program, and a pilot geo-targeted low-income usage reduction program with separate program components directed towards electricity and natural gas customers. I say that because of these facts. An affordable burden is 6% of income for gas and electric. This burden standard has been frequently adopted or cited, including states such as Washington, New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, and a neighboring state, Illinois. None of the low-income target areas in our area has a home energy burden that is affordable, and as bills become increasingly unaffordable, the payment difficulties of customers who face unaffordability issues increases. When you look at census tracts, 3, I'm particularly concerned about tracts 25 near the airport, 6 Allied Drive neighborhood, and 14.01 the South Park Street area. Not only have some of the highest average energy and housing burdens in the city, but they also have some of the highest concentrations of people of color. As I go further, while households with Black or African-American householders represent 4% of the total number of households in the service territory as a whole, they represent twice that percentage of 7.8 in these zip codes. We know, and I'm sure that MGE knows, low-income customers face high energy burdens based on their own annual report, and that it exceeds 6% of income. Please know that low-income customers who have high energy burdens carry substantially greater arrears than do customers with affordable bills. Therefore, they're more likely to have their service interrupted or permanently cut off. This is particularly important because this can have a negative impact on their credit scores. And when you impact credit scores negatively, it also negatively impacts future prospects for home ownership. When you think about certain communities trying to close on gaps in wealth, this is a particularly big issue, in my opinion. Please note that in 2019, the Wisconsin Policy Forum reported that the national Black-white disparity for home ownership was 30 percentage points, but the national rate is 17 points lower than the state of Wisconsin. Right, that has a 47 percentage point gap. Now you may say, well, you know, we're in the Madison area, we do better. Well, Madison's rate was still 37.4 percentage points, which exceeds the national rate. I think we really need to seriously consider anything that increases disparities in terms of credit ratings and decreases disparities potentially for home ownership that will have generational impacts on wealth accumulation. And we know that some studies have said that African Americans have wealth that's really about 6%, 6 cents on the dollar compared to whites. And that's something that we all should consider. And so I just want to thank you very much for allowing me to speak. Hopefully I didn't go over my time.
No, that's fine. There's no time limit. We'll just, as long as you're speaking, when we're providing us information, we're good with that. So don't worry about time.
Well, thank you.
All right, great. We'll take care of things. Okay, next up is Kirby Mack. I swear you in, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Kirby Mack, and I'm currently Vice President of Black Political and Social Action of Dane County Incorporated. While BPSA is currently an intervener in this case, I'm speaking here today as in my personal capacity as a concerned citizen. I'm here to speak in opposition of Madison Gas and Electric's proposed increase of their gas and electric rates to the citizens of Dane County. I am a lifelong resident of this community and a former government official with over 36 years of experience. In my various roles, I have held positions of responsibility for equal opportunity and service delivery. And I've advocated and written policies that remove barriers and opportunities to access. I have a master's degree in policy affairs and public administration, and my undergraduate degree is in psychology and certifications in labor relations and personnel administration. This background has given me a unique perspective on the way in which government policies can impact the lives of people. I have seen how these policies can have a disproportionate impact on low and moderate income individuals, and I'm committed to working to make sure that all people have an opportunity to succeed. I'm a community leader as well, having served as president of the Association of Black State Employees, president of Madison branch of NAACP, and a charter member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, a public service organization. Through these and many organizations, I have had the opportunity to hear from people directly about the challenges they face. I am committed to using my experience and knowledge and advocate for policies that will improve the lives of Black and brown people, especially those most vulnerable. As such, I'm here today along with others you'll hear online to express our deep concern about the recent proposed increase in MG&E rates. This increase would have a significant impact on low and moderate income families and individuals who are already struggling to make ends meet. It would also be more difficult for some of our churches in this community. The impact on these families' ability to heat their homes, in living quarters, cook food, and run essential appliances are insurmountable. We urge you as commissioners to take deliberate action by creating a fair and just system for families who are struggling to pay their energy bills. This can be done by improving financial assistance to low-income families, investing in energy efficiency programs, and promoting renewable energy sources. I urge the Public Service Commission to reject this proposed increase and work with MG&E to find a more equitable solution. I believe that there are ways to invest in our energy infrastructure without passing on the cost to customers. In the past couple of months, I've had the opportunity to hear from MG&E customers who have experienced hardships in their struggles to pay their bills and manage the arrears programs they have been placed on. These stories include a predominantly Black church that operates a very needed food pantry had its electricity turned off. A woman had her electricity turned off even though her child was on a ventilator. Several people who are in the arrears program believe that that program has little to no effect on getting them caught up on their payments. Senior citizens on fixed incomes are struggling to pay their bills, and some staff members have had to inform me that they have given them money out of their own pocket to help them avoid getting their electricity cut off. As you know, a 6% energy burden is often used as a benchmark for affordability. This is the same burden MG&E used to define high in its report to Wisconsin PSC. However, Roger D. Colton, an expert witness representing BPSA DC in the PSC case, has found that low-income households in MG&E service area are paying twice as much or even more. For example, in Table 6 in the graph on page 15 and 16 in Colton's analysis shows that households with an income of less than $25,000 are paying more than 3 times the 6% benchmark. In some cases, they're paying as much as 4 times the benchmark. In essence, they are paying 20 and up to 30% of their income on gas and electricity. Table 1 and 6 both demonstrate that the income increases as income increases, home energy insecurity decreases. This 20 to 30% on page, I believe it's 16, represents a significant financial burden for these families who are already struggling to make ends meet. Energy is one of 3 or 4 largest expenses in a monthly budget, along with housing, transportation, and food. In addition, many low-income households in the MGE service territory are renters. In fact, 76% of households with an income below $20,000 are renters. This means that they have even less control over their energy costs, as they are at the mercy of their landlord's decisions about energy efficiency and maintenance. In addition, Mr. Colton found that the households at 30 AMI, area median income, bear the largest energy burden, regardless of whether they rent or own their home. This is because these households are more likely to live in older, less energy efficient homes. These findings demonstrate that 6% energy burden is not an accurate measure of affordability for low-income households in MGE service territory. I urge you to take steps to address this issue, and such as providing financial assistance to low-income families, investing in energy programs, and promoting renewable energy sources. Another major concern that I have is that low-income customers with high energy burdens are more likely to have their services interrupted or permanently cut off. This is because they are more likely to fall behind on their bills due to the high cost of energy. I also believe that it's critical that there be a balancing act between the interests of ratepayers and investors. I am concerned that MGE is only concerned about its investors. The proposed rate increase would give MGE investors an almost 10% return on their investment, while low-income customers would be forced to pay even higher energy bills. MGE knows that low-income customers face high energy burdens based on their own annual report. However, despite knowing this, no written information was presented to MGE senior management or the board of directors during or after 2022. Nor was there ever a discussion of low-income unaffordability by MGE senior management or the board of directors as a separate item on their agenda. I take issue with any preconceived notion that MGE cares about poor or moderate income ratepayers in this community. I, along with BPSA and others, believe that the proposed rate increase is unfair and unjust, and I urge you to reject it. I fully endorse the 3 programs proposed by Roger D. Colton in his testimony. These programs have been implemented in other states and have been shown to be effective in lessening the utility burden of low and moderate income ratepayers. I hope you will adopt these programs. In summation, I ask that you implement the following program policies targeted toward low and moderate income customers. 1, define an affordable total income energy bill as a percent of income. It does not exceed 6% as other states have done. 2nd, consider the unaffordability of low-income MGE bill payers. I ask that a balance be considered between the interest of ratepayers and investors, perhaps a lesser rate of return. 3rd, require MGE to adopt 3 programs in which BPSA expert witness discussed in detail in his testimony. 1 was a percent of income payment of PIP. 2, an arrears management program. 3rd, a pilot geo-targeted low-income usage reduction with separate program components directed at electricity and natural gas customers. Finally, I asked for a user-friendly process for people to come and give testimony to PSC. I have personally, even this morning, received a call from a text from an individual who was trying to access the online process and had to go through a number of hoops to get to where he provided or she provided her information. So I'm asking that maybe organizations like BPSA or other groups are able to receive testimony from MGE and other constituents. I think that's it. I thank you in advance for your consideration and the proposals offered. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have one more person for an in-house comment, maybe two more. All right, first we have here is Mike Connell. Cornell. Oh, yes, Cornell. Didn't see the R there. Sorry about that. All right, yeah. Do you swear or affirm? Tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you for your time and attention today. My name is Mike Cornell. I'm the CIO of Arch Solar, Arch Electric. We're the solar contractor based in Plymouth, Wisconsin, with offices in Madison and Milwaukee. We employ about 130 people in the solar industry exclusively. We don't do electrical work, we do solar work in the state of Wisconsin, in the MG&E territory. We have somewhere around 100 customers, and we are hearing as of late, since the news broke, that some of our customers are now on the fence, if you will, or contemplating whether or not they do want to go through with their solar project due to the fact that this rate case might go through. And so I am here, in addition to my written comments that I am supporting, to oppose the rate case based on a couple of conditions. When an individual looks at financing a solar project, they are typically interested in knowing whether or not they can afford it themselves, or are they going to do a lease or a loan, not a lease, a loan. A personal loan at a bank has limitations to it with return on investment. This action would increase the time of that return on investment, thereby taking the candidate for the loan out of the running because they don't meet the lender's criteria. That's very disconcerting to us. We are hearing, as I said before, of some people that are planning to abandon their project due to the fact that this rate case may go through. And for those reasons, we oppose it. Let me check my note, make sure that I don't have anything else. Our mission is to inspire, empower, and educate current and future generations to adopt a clean form of sustainable energy. And so that is what we do on a daily basis. And we're very interested in seeing this case be changed to maybe something a lot more amenable, like the good old days of net metering. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, looks like Ben Bishop. There we go. I'll swear you in. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. You can have a seat, please. Speak right into the microphone.
My name is Ben Bishop, and I am a MG&E client. In the last year or so, I have been part of the Green Power Tomorrow program, and I really support that. Sometimes I wish I could even contribute more money to help offset other carbon to other households or places to increase the amount of green energy and G&E does. But in regards today, there's without affordable and accessible carbon-free energy sources, Madison Gas and Electric customers will remain reliant on fossil fuels. The climate crisis is already impacting Wisconsin. Heat waves, drought conditions, and other extreme weather events are threatening agricultural ecosystems, air quality, and human health.
The transition to solar and other forms of renewable energy is critical to avoid further impacts from the climate crisis. Net metering, the ability to sell excess energy generated by rooftop solar back to utilities, is a key tool for making rooftop solar affordable and accessible to households, small businesses, nonprofits, and municipalities. Limiting or eliminating net metering may hamper all but most affluent households and organizations from installing rooftop solar panels. Please increase the rate for return on this. Low-income households already spend a higher share of their income on energy, and heat waves and other effects of the climate crisis will only make this worse. If net metering isn't going to exist, then I think there needs to be a better alternative, something better that the future can see in regards to clean energy and climate crisis and their equitable rates. Thank you for your time and listening.
Thank you. Would you mind giving your paper to the court reporter so she can check, make sure she got everything that you said?
Yeah, it's not exactly verbatim.
That's okay, but it'll just help her.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Okay, that's all our in-person people for now. We do have a number of people on the Zoom. So let's just go off the record for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go down the list with the people who haven't said one way or another if they want to testify. For the people who are on Zoom, looks like Jen is our first person on the list. I'm going to ask you to unmute. I think you probably need to push *6 if you're joining us by phone. Did you want to make a comment, Jen? Okay, we'll try Jim. Did you want to make a comment? No, I can't unmute you from here. Again, you'll have to press *6 on your phone to unmute. Or it doesn't look like you're on the phone. I don't know why you're not able to do that. Okay, so we had Jen and then Jim. How about Joe Schultz? Did you wish to comment?
No, I'm just watching.
Okay, I see you're okay with WPR. Okay. Mark Schultz, SHULTS. Did you wish to comment?
I haven't prepared any comments, but I would like to echo the concern about the payback period.
We can certainly take your comment. I'm going to need to swear you in first. Can you turn your video on?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. And I'm just gonna. Okay, great. Excellent. So let me swear you in first. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I will.
Okay. All right, go ahead with your comment.
So I want to, I have solar on my home and have benefited from net metering. Net metering is in place to promote the advancement in solar, and it's been successful so far. I'm very much against any changes to net metering. The presentation from Archer says it precisely that the payback period for small scale installations will basically be destroyed. It almost, disappears if MG&E is paying closer to their wholesale rates. Just because MG&E's business model of the last 100 years is not working very well, it doesn't make sense that we destroy incentive programs for solar in the future. Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks very much. It's off the record for a second here. Okay, so we did have, looks like one person joining us by phone and your number ends in 570. You can press *6 to unmute. We can take your comment. I'm not hearing anything from you. So I do want to comment, I just want to mention that for the people who changed their screen name to indicate that they're not testifying today, I very much appreciate that. So I won't be calling your name, but you still had Jen, Jim, and that phone number 570. So last chance, if you wanted to comment, need to unmute. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. We got
I'm the
call.
phone number and I'm just listening in. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, but I'm just listening in.
Okay, no problem. Thanks. Okay, so just wanted to check any other comments for people in the room? Anything else? Okay. And it doesn't look like anyone else online.
So I would like to comment if possible.
Okay, great. Let me just get your name. Is it Barrett?
Barrett, yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me just set you up here. Can you put your screen on? There we go. See you there. Okay, perfect. All right, let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, so can you give us your full name, please, and then your comment?
Yeah, full name is Barrett Leon Seaton.
And just spell your last name. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Last name Leon, Lione hyphen Seaton.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
So just a quick 3 things. As being a future home buyer, the net metering is certainly a thing that I pay attention to and, would like to see remain in some form, if not get better, just so that I can reliably have electricity on my home producing. I also work in the solar industry, so I would say a large portion, over 70% of our work is on residential rooftops, and then the rest of it is business, and all of that heavily relies on net metering to make it affordable for the buyers. And then the third thing that I want to address is a lot of the rural small businesses and farms, especially farms, have seasonal energy use. And something that I have been trying to push is, helping out these farms get more affordable energy, especially farms that have large grain dryers. That tends to be a huge hit in the harvesting season when they're drying, and without net metering, they can't utilize solar to offset that. And that's all that I have.
Okay, thanks very much. Yeah, sorry, I do notice you said will comment on your screen name, so sorry.
That's okay.
Missing you there. Okay, so anybody else wish to comment, either here or online? No, all right, well, not hearing no.
Yes.
End up. Yes, Jim. Okay, see you there.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to testify here.
Okay, just give me a minute here. We'll get off the record. Okay, so if you could just hold your phone still.
Yes.
You're on a very big screen here, so you're moving around quite a bit. Okay, great. So let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
In the record. So give us your full name, please, and your comment.
James Jeffrey Doctor. And I'm a current MG&E customer and actually a solar customer right now. And I can say that although from what I've read from MG&E's articles that I would be grandfathered in, I would be hesitant to actually make any changes to my system due to their net metering changes, because I feel I would lose my current net metering status. And due to the finances of this, I don't think it would necessarily make sense under their new net metering rules. So I just feel that financially, it would be a devastation to the solar industry in the area if MG&E if you were to allow MG&E to make these changes. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so all you had left was Jen and Mark. So just giving you one last chance here. Okay. Done with the people who wish to testify. Record for a second. All right, so just one more look, let's get on the record here. So this was our 1 p.m. session, both Zoom and in person. We'll be doing the same thing at 6 p.m. So we'll welcome new comments, new people to make comments at that time. And like I said before, we will be taking the transcript of this hearing and providing that to the commissioners in the case. They will review your comments as well as the written comments that we've collected online and by mail. They will be part of the record, and the commission, like I said, will review those along with the party testimony and exhibits. So appreciate everyone for coming in today and joining us by Zoom, dropping in, giving us your comment. Take care, and we'll see you at 6.